Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. Hey everybody, Paul Burry, Family Friendly Gaming. This is FFG Politics on the Steven Crowder versus Ethan Klein debate. So it kind of happened on YouTube, and I watched both sides. So I watched what Ethan Klein had to do and say first, and then I went and watched the Steven Crowder one second. Part of the reason why I watched Steven Crowder second was because Ethan had already posted his. And what I didn't realize from Ethan's was that it was heavily edited and very deceptive. So let me kind of go over what I know about this whole drama that happened, I guess you'd say. So Ethan Klein had said some things about Steven Crowder and run some insults and said some stuff, and it's funny, they got all these things about you can't have anti-bullying on YouTube and all that. And then you have someone who's on the political left who sits there and does all these bullying things, and that's okay. But then someone on the political right responds, and it's like, oh, how dare they? They're a bully. I don't know. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's either both people get to commit the foul or neither does. That's just my opinion on the topic, but hey. That's why these FFG Politics a lot of times are controversial, because I'm giving opinions that some people may not agree with. That's okay. So, and I talked about before about freedom of speech, and I believe in freedom of speech. So Ethan said some stuff, insulted Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder responded and called him out and said, "Come on, buddy, just bring it." So he said, hey, let's have a discussion, let's have a conversation. I'll have you on my show. You can be on, I can be on your show. He also corrected the record and said, look, and we never reached out to you. We never tried, before to have you on our show. Maybe you got some kind of a spam email that wasn't false. I mean, y'all know I get all kinds of odd spam emails. But see, the thing is, Ethan Klein said that his female booker had reached out to him, and Steven's like, I've never had a female booker, so facts kind of matter here. If I've never had a female booker, how exactly did a female booker from representing me reach out to you? Because that doesn't exist. So those are kind of some of the little things they were arguing about and insults. Now Steven Crowder had said that it would just be a layup for him to easily just debate Ethan. And I think when you look at the facts and evidence, it looked like it was certainly on Steven Crowder's side before the debate started. So then, after Steven Crowder had, laid the gauntlet down and gave the challenge, Ethan decided, yeah, I'm going to debate you. Agreed to debate him. And we're all like, whoa, this will be cool. Steven Crowder versus Ethan Klein debate. Looking forward to it and seeing what all said and what is done and let them both, kind of hash it out and give their opinions on things. Because like one of the Steven Crowder's opinions was, that you should think for yourself and not just, listen to whatever some government agency or international agency tells you to think. Pointed out where certain international agencies were incorrect and wrong in things, where government agencies have been wrong in things. And one of the things that Stephen was like, well, tell me, where am I wrong in this about thinking for yourself instead of just, being a brainwashed little lemming jumping off the bridge whenever they tell you to. Those are my words, not his. So then, if you watched Ethan Klein's H3 video on it, it makes it look like there's just all this loud arguing and shouting over each other and no one knowing what's really going on. You can't even hear what's going on. And the other thing is they brought in, Sam Cedar. So Ethan decided to bring in Sam Cedar. And you go, oh, wait a minute, it was an agreed upon 1v1 mano a mano discussion conversation, and you just bring someone else in. And the other thing is, it wasn't like tag, because Ethan kept saying stuff, right? So Ethan kept participating in the discussion, in the debate, and so he wanted a 2-on-1. Seems like cheating to me, right? Plus, the fact is, it's very deceptive. You bring in someone else, right? So when you watch Steven Crowder's video, entire like live stream on it, the entire thing, you see that him and Ethan have a cordial, polite conversation. They're nice to each other and everything. And then all of a sudden, you get into what was on air for Ethan, and it was like a completely different person. It was like such a fake, phony, Holly woke kind of thing, where he acts one way to people when his cameras aren't rolling, and then acts a completely different way when it is. And I'm going, wait a minute. Plus the whole point of, he agreed to have this, as him and Steven have this conversation, and he just brings someone else in and says, well, I'll have you debate them instead, because I heard that you were ducking them and didn't want to debate them. Now, we're going to get into that topic in just a minute, but I want to stick on the deceptiveness, the lies, because that to me is important. I find it interesting that YouTube says you can't have deceptive videos, and then Ethan openly admits to being deceptive, openly admits to agreeing to a one-on-one discussion, and then goes and gets someone else and is like, swerve. So I guess one way you can look at it is, Ethan admitted to losing the debate and decided to just have someone else come and help him, which wasn't agreed upon, so he violated the agreement, right? And that's kind of an issue. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be breaking agreements. When you make an agreement, your word is bond, is how I believe. In fact, when people ask me to agree to things, a lot of times I'll say things like, I'll try my best, I'll see what I can do, because I'm not going to sit there and say, yes, I'm going to do this, and then not be able to for whatever reason, and then break my word. So I believe more in, if you can't do it, just be like, say, I'll try, I'll see what I can do, I'll give it my best shot. But that's so much better than promising to do something, not doing it. Because if something happens, a child gets hurt, or my wife has a problem and I have to go help her out, and I can't complete what I was doing. So that's how I believe in doing things. Anyway, so we get to the next topic. So Steven made this joke, and I find it really funny that all the liberal media websites are all like, oh, he's afraid of him because he said this thing. Oh, this guy's a nightmare. And there's profanity in the statement, so I won't quote it exactly. But he would, if you watch it, he's joking. He's like, oh, like, ooh, kind of deal. Steven's reasons for not wanting to debate Sam Cedar make some sense to me, and in some aspects I'm like, eh. So first off, Steven prepared for Ethan. Ethan didn't do any preparation, so he was absolutely completely lazy and just said, I'm going to bring a ringer in for me, and I'm not going to actually try, right? And that to me is a problem. You shouldn't be doing that, one. Two, we went back to the deceptive part. Sam Cedar is claiming that Steven Crowder didn't want to debate him at some Politico, and he's like, no, I don't go do those, and I never agreed to do that. So you got hearsay going on that isn't exactly accurate. With all of that said, Steven Crowder's talking about, oh, well, you have only so many viewers, you don't have enough viewers to challenge me to debate. I don't know about that, and I've never seen any of Sam Cedar stuff. The jokes they were cracking about him didn't make any sense to me. I didn't really understand. I don't know if they were trying to make him look like Mr. Magoo or something. I don't really understand that. I was like, I didn't get it. So I was like, I'm excited. I don't know who this guy is, and if you don't think he's high enough and he's been challenging all these other people bigger than him, and be like, oh, they're cowards because they don't want to debate me. Okay, all right, cool. Let's try some here. Sam Cedar, I challenge you to a dance debate. You ready for that? Here's how it works. You have to do Just Dance 2021. I have to do Just Dance 2021. Whoever gets a higher score on the same song at the same time, then gets to ask the other person a question, and they get 2 minutes to respond, and the other side can have a 1 minute rebuttal. We'll do 6 songs. It'll be a dance debate. Since we're known for being a dance channel, I can dance, you can dance. We can then have a debate after the dance. How's that? And if you don't agree to it, Sam Cedar, you're a coward. I'm using their own logic against them. We'll see what happens. I really doubt they're going to accept my challenge. They probably won't. They're probably like, well, you only have 171,000 subscribers. That's not enough for, I have like 1 million. Well, you know, if you're going to use the same logic as someone else, go for it. You know, if you're so worried about people beneath you, if you're such a coward and so afraid of me and what I'm going to say, and or that you're going to lose every dance to me, you know, that's fine. So that's that. But with all that said, I still think it would be interesting to see a legit, real debate between Steven Crowder and Sam Cedar. And what I'm saying is do it on a stage with a moderator who can mute mics when people are interrupting. Because what they did on YouTube is constant interruption. You got, you know, 3, 4, 5 people talking and shouting over each other, and you couldn't get anything. And in my opinion, there was no winner aside from the fact that Steven Crowder beat Ethan Klein. I mean, that's an obvious win. Like he defeated him. That was blatantly obvious because Ethan threw in the towel. He quit. He gave up. He didn't, you know, said, "Oh, do someone else instead because I can't do this because I'm a failure." Okay, you know, you admit you lost. Good for you. But beyond that, I think it would be interesting to see Steven Crowder and Sam Cedar debate on a real debate stage with a real moderator who can mute people, right? Because I'm so sick and tired of debates where they're shouting over each other, and if you or you know you got a minute to talk, you got 2 minutes to talk, and then you just keep on babbling. You know, I mean, so many political debates I've seen, they seem to have no stomach for stopping someone from, you know, babbling forever and letting them just keep on going and going and going. It's like, well, you know what? It's been 5 minutes and you gave them 2 minutes. Why exactly they're still talking? You know, and then you sit there and want to chastise the other one for pointing out that you gave them too much time, so you're cheating. And that's another issue that we could discuss is I don't understand why liberals always want to cheat in these debates. Why can't they just, you know, go down the middle, have the discussion? It's always attacking the person. Just have the debate. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Steven Crowder versus Ethan Klein debate. I thank everyone for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!